Oh boy, the time has finally come. This is the first of two Godzilla reviews coming. That the movies are not that great. So Godzilla, Ebirah, Mothra, Big Duel in the South Seas, also known as Ebirah, Horror of the Deep, also known as in the US as Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. This film is the first film not directed by Ishiro Honda, and oh boy, I already miss him already for this one. This is one of two Godzilla films that he stars in on an island, okay? And the plot of this movie, I'll give you the plot and then I'm going to give you some details about this movie. The plot is basically a brother and a group of friends go out and search for his lost brother, believing to be lost at sea. They also run into a bad guy that he goes along with them, right? And the main bad guy, I believe, is Dr. Sekizawa from the original Godzilla. I think it is. And they come to I forgot the name of the island. I'm just going to call it Monster Island for short, where all these other monsters and stuff are there. And here's the problem with this movie. I'm going to give you the little threads. This was originally supposed to be a King Kong movie. No lie. This was supposed to be King Kong versus Ebirah. I cannot say that name right. Ebirah. Okay? But the studio chose to pick a character that was bigger than King Kong, and they went with Godzilla instead. And it shows, because Godzilla takes affections to a fucking slave girl in this movie. Yeah, Godzilla falls in love with a fucking girl. Not another monster, but a fucking girl. That's King Kong. Okay? Second, in King Kong vs. Godzilla, what made King Kong strong? Electricity, right? Guess what? Electricity makes Godzilla stronger in this movie. Yep. Godzilla is King Kong in this movie. It is not right. It is not Godzilla. This. Besides the 98 Roland Emmerich version, I'm saying this is not the true Godzilla. It is not. It is boring at best. Okay? Godzilla really doesn't show up until like maybe halfway in the movie. Okay? Mothra shows up later on. She tries, they get her to help fight, and it's just not very interesting. It's just a mess. You know? Jun Fukuda is the director of this movie, and yeah, I hope he didn't direct any of the other Godzilla movies, because this was just one of the most boring Godzilla movies ever. It was mainly about humans, okay? Who goes into a Godzilla movie expecting a story arc halfway in the movie about humans? Nobody. If you had to involve humans, why couldn't you involve humans like the original Godzilla did? The original Godzilla had the human side balance and Godzilla side balance. Everybody had equal time here. In this, you only have 87 minutes. 72, I think, if you're in the US version. And it's not very good. It's just not very good. They should have just went with King Kong. They should have just went with King Kong. What made them decide, besides trying to put a popular character in here? You mean to tell me Godzilla was the only popular character at the time that could have fought that thing? Really? And it pains me to do this, but Godzilla, Ebirah, Mothra, Big Duel in the South Seas is gonna get a D-. Just not a very good, interesting movie, unfortunately. But It's not as bad as the one I will be getting to. I'm not going to say which one it is yet, but I'm pretty sure I think y'all know what it is, because it is regarded as one of the worst Toho Godzilla produced movies ever made. I think you probably know what that is now. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. And that big long name I just mentioned, that's the Japanese version of the name. I'm not going to call it Godzilla versus the Sea Monster, because I don't watch the English versions unless it's a plausible difference. Like Gojira and Godzilla King of the Monsters, The Return of Godzilla, and Godzilla 1985. Those are the only two movies I'm going to be reviewing back to back. You know, because they have plausible differences. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm out.